Hello everyone, welcome back to Expert Medical Coding. In today's video, we'll continue with Chapter 5 Guidelines Part 4. As always, we'll first read the official guideline and then I'll explain it in a simple and easy to understand way with practical coding examples. So let's get started with the guideline. Factitious Disorder. Factitious disorder imposed on self or Munchausen Syndrome is a disorder in which a person falsely reports or causes his or her own physical or psychological signs or symptoms. For patients with documented factitious disorder on self or Munchausen syndrome, assign appropriate code from subcategory F68.1, factitious disorder imposed on self. Now that we have read the guideline, let's understand it in more detail. Let's first understand what factitious disorder imposed on self means. This is a condition in which a person intentionally pretends to have an illness or intentionally causes symptoms in themselves. These symptoms can be physical, such as pain or fever, or psychological, such as memory loss or depression. According to the ICD-10-CM Official Guidelines, if the provider documents factitious disorder imposed on self or Munchausen syndrome, assign the appropriate code from subcategory F68.1, factitious disorder imposed on self. Let us see an example. A patient repeatedly visits different hospitals complaining of severe chest pain. After several normal test results, the psychiatrist documents that the patient is intentionally making up symptoms and diagnosed as Munchausen syndrome. So here we need to assign F68.10 factitious disorder imposed on self because the provider documented Munchausen syndrome. Now let's continue with the next guideline. Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Munchausen syndrome by proxy is a disorder in which a caregiver, that is the preparator, falsely reports or causes an illness or injury in another person, victim, under his or her care, such as a child, an elderly adult, or a person who has a disability. The condition is also referred to as factitious disorder imposed on another, or factitious disorder by proxy. The preparator, not the victim, receives the diagnosis. Assign code F68.A, factitious disorder imposed on another, to the preparator's record. For the victim of a patient suffering from MSBP, assign the appropriate code from categories T74, adult and child abuse, neglect and other maltreatment confirmed, or T76, adult and child abuse, neglect and other maltreatment suspected. Now let's understand factitious disorder imposed on another, also known as Munchausen syndrome by proxy. In this condition, the person is not pretending to be sick themselves. Instead, a caregiver intentionally lies about or causes illness or injury in someone under their care. The victim is usually a child, an elderly adult, a person with a disability, or anyone who depends on the caregiver. An important thing to remember is that the code F68.A is assigned to the caregiver who caused the illness, not the victim. For the victim, do not assign code F68.A. Instead, assign a code from category T74 if the abuse or maltreatment is confirmed. Assign a code from category T76 if the abuse or maltreatment is suspected. Let's see an example on this. A home nurse is taking care of a disabled adult. To make it appear that the patient is seriously ill, the nurse intentionally gives the wrong medication, causing repeated hospital admissions. After evaluation, the psychiatrist diagnosed the nurse with factitious disorder imposed on another, that is Munchausen syndrome by proxy. So in this scenario, who is the preparator? It is the nurse, because the nurse intentionally caused illness in another person. And who is the victim? It is the disabled adult, because the patient was intentionally harmed. So for the coding part, the nurse will receive a diagnosis of F68.A, factitious disorder imposed on another, and the disabled adult, the victim, will receive a diagnosis from category T74 if the abuse is confirmed, or T76 category if the abuse is suspected. Now let's move towards the next coding guideline, and that is dementia. The ICD-10-CM classifies dementia categories F01, F02 and F03 on the basis of etiology and severity, unspecified, mild, moderate or severe. Selection of the appropriate severity level requires the provider's clinical judgment, and codes should be assigned only on the basis of provider documentation as defined in the official guideline for coding and reporting, unless otherwise instructed by the classification. If the documentation does not provide information about the severity of the dementia, assign the appropriate code for unspecified severity. If the patient is admitted to an inpatient acute care hospital or other inpatient facility setting with dementia at one severity level and it progresses to a higher severity level, assign one code for the highest severity level reported during the stay. Let's understand this guideline in more detail. ICD-10-CM classifies dementia under three main categories: F01, vascular dementia; F02, dementia and other diseases classified elsewhere; F03, unspecified dementia. These categories are based on two important factors: etiology and severity. Etiology refers to the underlying cause of the dementia. In other words, what caused the patient to develop dementia. For example, if dementia is caused by vascular disease, it falls under F01 category. If it is caused by another condition such as Parkinson's disease or Huntington's disease, it falls under F02 category. If the cause is not documented or cannot be determined, it falls under F03 category. Severity refers to how advanced the dementia is. ICD-10-CM recognizes four severity levels for dementia, and they are unspecified, mild, moderate, and severe. To assign the correct ICD-10-CM code, you must identify both the etiology, that is the cause, and the severity of the dementia based on the provider's documentation. Let us see an example on this. A patient has Alzheimer's disease with severe dementia. So in this scenario, we have to assign two codes: G30.9 Alzheimer's disease unspecified first, and then F02.C0 dementia and other diseases classified elsewhere, severe, without behavioral disturbances, psychotic disturbance, mood disturbance, and anxiety. So why we have coded Alzheimer's disease first? Because if you go to tabular and search for the code F02 category, there you will find a code first instruction. Code first the underlying psychological conditions such as Alzheimer's. So that's why we have coded the Alzheimer's code G30.9 first and then the F02.C0. Sometimes a patient is admitted with one level of dementia, but during the hospital stay, the condition worsens. In such cases, the ICD-10-CM instructs us not to code each severity level separately. Instead, we assign only one dementia code, and that code should represent the highest severity documented during the entire inpatient stay. Let us see an example. A patient is admitted with moderate dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. During the hospitalization, the patient updates the diagnosis to severe dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. So in this scenario, we have to code G30.9 first, Alzheimer's disease unspecified, and then F02.C0. Dementia and other diseases classified elsewhere, severe, without behavioral disturbance, psychotic disturbance, mood disturbance, and anxiety. So only the severe dementia is coded here. The moderate dementia code is not reported.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Expert Medical Coding. Thanks for watching.